guys, how's it going? And welcome back to Kitchen Table Meta. So we have something pretty cool here today, and today we're going to open up a Draft Box 3, which is given to us by Pro Play Games. If you guys haven't checked them out, please go check them out at pro-playgames.com. Just an amazing company. They put on so many great events. They do so much for the community. Just love them so much. They've been so good to me, so good to the community. Just a great group of people. So please go check them out. Also, guys, let you guys know I'll also be doing a giveaway. Pro Play Games gave this to me, so I'm always going to give something back to the community. And what I'm going to do is in the draft box that you get a promo pack, which I'll put right here so you guys can see. It's the promo pack volume 4. So what I'll do is I'm going to give this away on YouTube. So all you have to do is just go into the comments section below and just let me know something that we can do, I can do to make the channel better. How can I make the channel better for you guys? Can I bring out better content? Can I, improve something? Just whatever I can do to make it better for you guys, just comment below. And what we'll do is everyone who's posted some sort of criticism, something we can do better, we'll draw from those people and mail this out to you. So I'll message you, get your address, and then we'll mail this out to you. So, definitely something cool that Pro Play Games gave to me. So I want to definitely get back to you guys for sure. Also, if you guys haven't already, please go check out Pro Play Games. They actually sent me a cool little business card in here too, which you guys can check out. So I'll put this here so it has their info in there for you guys. It's a little glary because of the light, but definitely go check them out. Guys, something really cool about what Pro Play Games does for their draft box, by the way, which is just insane. I'm going to take these out of here real quick, is they actually... Sorry, guys, I'm still coughing a little bit. I'm not going to edit anything out because it's a box opening. I don't want to, cough in the middle of opening up a package, and then that'd be weird. Yeah, so here they give you one of each of all of the leaders, which is an insane value. Now, normally when you buy one of these from everyone else that I know of, you get one leader and you get 4 copies of that leader, which is how it's supposed to be packaged. But what Pro Play Games does, they actually open all these up for you guys and give you all 4, which is just insane value, especially in this draft box, because all 4 of these leaders are insanely powerful. Sorry, guys. So they're just all so good. So please go support them and get your draft box from Pro Play Games. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. It's fantastic. Plus, this draft box is just really cool. I mean, these leaders are all awesome. I'll put a little link up here for my review for all the draft box leaders as well. So that way you guys can see them, see which ones I think are really good. Spoiler alert, it's every one of them. They're all really cool. Also, I did a little video explaining how to draft, some strategies on how to draft. So I'll be doing this when I open up a pack here. I'll also be taking the card I would pick if I was drafting. So I know a lot of people will be drafting this weekend, so I want to do something for you guys for that as well. That video will be up as well. I'll have a link for it here somewhere as well for you guys. I'm not sure which one I'll upload first, but the other one will be shortly behind. So first of all, before we get into the actual cards, look how cool these boxes look, by the way. I have every draft box and they're all just so cool, and they're a great thing to put your cards in. You can fit deck boxes in here as well. Any of your Ultimate Guard deck boxes you can fit in here, and they're just fantastic. Just such a cool little cosmetic item. I love these things. They just look really cool. Look at that Goku versus Vegeta. All right, so first, you get 12 of each type. This draft box is Colossal Warfare, which you see here, and World Martial Arts Tournament as well. I'll start with Colossal Warfare. We'll do World Martial Arts Tournament last. Keep in mind, guys, that this is a draft format. If you guys draft with this is what you'll do. And the video that I made also covers what I think are the best cards out of here and kind of how you should be drafting. So we'll start off here real quick. I'm going to try to keep this video pretty short, guys. We're already at almost 5 minutes. I haven't opened up a card yet, so that's pretty bad. But we'll go through here, somewhat quick. But I do want to, how I am, guys. I always try to, I talk about stuff and analyze everything. So love it or hate it, that's what we do. So here's the cards we got. We got City Patrol, Great Saiyan Man, Dark Kamehameha, Intensifying Power Trunks, Dark Vassal Drum, Adaptive Father-Son Gohan, Dark Absorption Mira, Son Gohan, Dependable Dynasty Son Goku, City Patrol Great Saiyan Man 2, Gift of Power Guru. We have Charge Up Sun Gohan. Make sure I find a place for this here. And our foil is Burst Energy SS Bardock. And so like I said, I'm going to do a quick, like, what card I would pick if I was drafting. And honestly, the card I'd pick from here, remember, we go through our BREAD acronym as well. Bomb, Removal, Efficiency, Awakening, Awakening Aggressive, and then everything else. And out of this pack, I'd probably take the Intensifying Power Trunks. Remember that I am quick picking here, so I'm sure there's something a little bit more efficient, but I like the Intensifying Power Trunk. It's an aggressive card, and it helps us awaken, which is really, really important with our strategy. Plus, it's in red. There's no other, super powerful red cards here, so when we pass this pack on to our opponent or a person that's beside of us, they're not going to take another red card, and so they're not going to, hopefully get into red, which is, it seems like this would be a good first pick because of that. Okay, let's go into our next pack. Pick these up pretty quickly here. Find a little place for them and get to our next Colossal Warfare pack. Remember, guys, though, when I do pick the best card in these packs or whatever, for purposes, I'm actually going to, it's like, I'm not building a deck, I'm just picking the best card out of here. So I don't want you guys to think, like, that's really weird. He took a green card, and he took a red card. Like, that's weird. I'm just picking the best card out of the pack, just as a fun little exercise to kind of explain my picks. So we have Newfound Power Sun Gohan, 2 leaders, Saiyan Daughter Bolia. We have Popo Guardian's Aid, Ox King Data Heart, Dimension Support Trunks, Fledgling Talent Pan, Sneak Attack Sun Goku, Pultine, Dimensions Thrall. We have our 5-drop, our first super actually, Absolute Space SS3 Trunks, and Explorer Bulma. Now, there's 2 cards, or actually 3 cards here I'm going to talk about, so I'm going to move everything away here real quick and talk about actually I'll talk about this card a little bit too. On my first pick out of these cards. Now, I already kind of have my first pick kind of mapped out here, but here's the 4 cards that I could see people picking or wanting to play as. Again, Newfound Power Sun Gohan. I'm not going to talk too much about this card. This card is very similar to Intensified Power Trunks. It's just a way to awaken. It's a very aggressive card. I don't think it's a good first pick, though, but if you did pick this, I wouldn't fault you for it. Next up is Dimensional Support Trunks. I actually love this card. We talked a lot about it in the video. What's really cool about this card is if you overwhelm it, you can search your deck for a vanilla card. I don't know if we've opened one. Yeah, like this Fledgling Pan, for example, and it gets critical. Actually, no, this actually has text. Sorry, my bad. I thought it didn't have text there for a second. Okay, so like this Dark Vassal Drum, for example. We can search this out, play it out, and then it gets critical. That's really, really good ability in draft because it allows these kind of dirtily cards to be more powerful, which is really good in draft. We really, really like that. And this is an overwhelm card. It's, it's very aggressive. We can play it out. We can attack with it. We can get this, attack with it for 10k critical. Puts a lot of pressure on our opponent. It's really cool. Or we could just even bring this out, give it critical, attack with it, and then combo with it if you wanted to get critical through. Just a really cool card. I wouldn't take it first pick, but it's definitely something I wanted to talk about real quick. Next up is Sneak Attack Sun Goku. We talk a little bit about removal. I want to talk very briefly about this card. This card is pseudo removal. When you play this card, it says when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or return it to their owner's hand. That might seem like removal, but just be really, really careful with this card because if you play it out and remove a card or bounce a card back in their hand that's very good, then what will happen is they'll actually get more value out of it. It's why Flute's really good. It's think about that. You're essentially fluting your opponent, so you don't want to flute a card back into their hand that they're going to get a lot of value from. So this card is pretty decent in draft. Just be really careful about that. And then this is the pick I would actually take, our 5-drop Absolute SS3 Trunks. This is a fantastic bomb. It costs 5. We can still overwhelm it, which is cool. It says when a card evolves in this card, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your energy and switch it to active mode. Then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the warp. So this has removal, it has efficiency, it gives us card draw. It's a bomb. Just paying 5 to play this out and having 25k triple strike is insane in draft. So this would be my pick out of that pack. And sorry guys if some of these, if this is a little long-winded. I mean, this is just how I do my box openings. I'm sorry guys. I try to keep it really short, but I inevitably just start talking about theory and talk about these cards. That's just me. That's just how I approach these games. So I really apologize. All right, so next up we have Revenge Death Ball, Hoi, Emissary of Flame, Harudugan the Wanderer, Power Bearer Piccolo, Adaptus Father Son Gohan, Power of Friendship Pan, Mr. Boo, Quick Dodge Son Goten, Frigid Blast Putine, Gift of Power Guru. We have a Val Revenge as our foil, and we have the Megra as our leader card that we got. And this is a very interesting pack because none of these cards essentially come out to me as like these cards are insane. Like I want to have this card first pick. What I would probably do from this pick is I'd pick two kind of situational cards because, you know, we're assuming this is first pick. It's early enough to be able to set our deck up from it. So there's two cards here I like a lot as far as situational, and we'll gotta go over it here real quick. Number one is Hoy. To me, this is the best super combo in the draft format. It's very good. It allows us to get a lot of cards, a very efficient combo card. I like it a lot. Plus, we see her Horudagon piece here. So all we need for this to be effective here is just to get the Horudagon leader, which is a big gamble. Now, we're not guaranteed to get the Horudagon leader, and that's unfortunate. But we do see other Horudagon pieces here, and I really doubt that this piece is going to go. This together is very, very good, and so I would probably go with the Hoy. Now, keep in mind, I do love Revenge Death Ball in this format for a couple reasons. It's removal, it's very efficient, it's a good defensive card, it's a good offensive card, it's a very, very good. Plus, there are a couple of different Machine Mutant cards in this draft format, as the Vegeta here. Vegeta Baby is a Machine Mutant. So because of that, this is also a very good pick. Okay, let's go into our Colossal Warfare next pack. Once again, guys, I'm going to try to speed this up as fast as possible, but if I mess up, I am sorry. Again, you guys know I'm long-winded. I'm actually surprised I'm not coughing more. Usually when I'm sitting here talking like this, I cough quite a bit. So 10 times Kamehameha, City Patrol Great Saiyan, Piccolo, Deadly Goten Great Ape, Time Control Krona, Heroic Encounter Trunks, Blazing Spirit Son Goku, Hidden Darkness Minota, I don't know, I can never say the name, Dark Vassal Symbol. We have Prodigy Dynasty Son Goten. We have the Namekian Ace Nell and minus Killzone. Now again, this is a very interesting pack, and it has a lot of cool stuff. We see swap. We have some swap stuff here. So, I know a lot of people like to draft swap. We also have 10 times Kamehameha, which kind of fits the whole swap engine as well. But again, the card I would pick from this pack might not be the most exciting card, but I think it's the best card, and that is Nell the Namekian Ace. Again, guys, remember, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I would take this card, but it's just a very efficient card. It's a 10K card that can go up to 15K if you have Bond, which you're very likely to have since there's not that much removal in draft. And this is just a 2-drop 15K card that gets to draw you a card. Very efficient card. Plus, only costs 1 green, so it's very easy to splash into something else. It doesn't lock me into green. It's just a great card in general. So this is the card I would take out of that pack. All right, so going into our next Colossal Warfare pack. Make sure you guys see me open it on stream. All right, so we have Oath's Power Tapion, Mira, One Without Darkness. Keep in mind, we haven't opened Horudagon yet, so that's actually pretty unfortunate for our Hoy pick. We have Dynasty Solace Chi-Chi, Umbria Invitation Toa, Instant Transmission, Adonic Warrior Angela, Time's Choice Supreme Kai, Kind-Hearted Namekian Dende, Blaze of Glory Son Gohan, Kakarot's, and we have a foil Dende and a 5-drop SS Son Goku. This is a lot tougher pick. There's a lot of really good cards in this pack. We have Oath's Power Tapion in the deck, which is sick. This says, when you play this card, you may choose up to 2 cards from your life, add them to your hand. If you choose 1 or more cards to your hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it costs 5 or less on top of its owner's deck. So this is removal plus a way to awaken, which is really cool. We talked about this a little bit in the draft video. I mean, this card is very good. Also, we have Umbro Invitation Toa, which is another great card. It's another removal source. So this card essentially allows you to steal one of your opponent's cards when you overwhelm with it, which is really, really neat. It's another really cool form of removal, so this is another good pick. But we also have Time's Choice Supreme Kai of Time here, which is a great overwhelm piece as well. Just a great card. But honestly, the card I'd probably take out of this pack is I'd take Untapped Power SS3 Goku. We have a 5-drop Deflect auto. When you play this call, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your energy, switch it to active mode, and This card gains plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Doesn't seem very exciting, but it is kind of our bomby card, right? And all these other cards that we're talked about here, you know, this Time Choice Supreme Kai, the Toa, maybe not the Oath's Power, but these two are very, very likely to will to come back to us. So as a first pick, I would probably like to take this. It's a more strong card. It's a more in-game card. And this will allow me to, you know, kind of, you know, have a way to win the game and guarantee to get one of these two cards almost on my next time through. Also, red is, you know, I'm not passing a lot of red to my opponent either, which is important there too. Okay, get these cards up. I love this card too. It's just so efficient too. Like it's an in-game card, it replaces itself and untaps energy. Like it's just such a cool card. It's a very underrated card, I think, as far as drafting goes. It's one of those bombs that you just don't think it. Like it's a bomby card, but it's like it's not like, you know, a big triple strike or anything. So we have Destiny Deferred Son Goku, Time Trauma Mass Saiyan, Impenetrable Defense Harudagun, Legendary Flutes, Sneak Attack Vegeta, Saiyan Daughter Bolia, Hidden Darkness Tapion, Explorer Bulma, Ectoplasm, Raging Energy Blast Gotenks, Dependable Mom Bulma, and then we have another super rare, which is Triple Flash SS4 Son Goku, which would be the card I would take from this pack. Just a fantastic bomb. It does so much. It has Triple Strike, it has Deflect. Not that Deflect is that big of a deal in draft, but it's just you know, something cool, I guess, to talk about. But when you play this card, draw 2 cards, and you may not activate EX Evolve. For the duration of the turn permanent, if this card's power is 40,000 or more, your opponent may not activate counter during battles where this card is attacking. Just, you know, as far as a bomb goes, this is the perfect example of a bomb. Just, you play this out, it's probably going to win you the game. Especially if you have any way to make it uncounterable. There's just really no way for your opponent to stop it. You're going to be able to go to such high power just initially with this card. Plus, again, your opponent's not going to have a lot of these, you know, crazy cards like Sensu Bean and stuff to stop this card and help them get to be able to out-combo this card. Just love this card. Talked about a lot in my video. Absolutely be my first pick. Plus, it's a card you could easily build around as well. Just a fantastic card. Keep in mind, too, that I want to talk about this. It costs 7. That might seem like a lot, but keep in mind that in draft format, getting the 7 energy in itself isn't that bad. Plus, like I said, it does EX Evolve for 1, which since we got the first pack, we could easily draft around it. Also, keep in mind that the Sneak Attack Vegeta isn't a bad pick either. Obviously, this is a no-brainer, but keep in mind the Sneak Attack Vegeta is very good as well. Okay. Freaking insane, man. Triple Flash Goku, probably the best bomb. Just such a good card. My gosh, I'm going to try to speed up stuff here a little bit, but as you guys know, Dusty is a terrible box opener. All right, we have our Goku leader, Multi-Tech Bulma, Head Honcho, Manamacha, Vengeful Onslaught, Ox King, Dad of Heart, Gravy and Demago's Thrall, Fledged Talent Pan, Mechian Dende, Dependable Son Goku, Poutine, and Demago's Thrall, Raging Energy Blast Gotenks, and Dragon Fist SS3 Goku. So again, very easy pick. I would take the Dragon Fist SS3 Goku. It's a bomb, 25k 6-drop with barrier is insane. Plus it has double strike. It also, whenever it attacks, you can bounce something with barrier, so it has removal attached to it. It has a way to, you know, out-tempo your opponent. And you untap 2 energy when you attack with this card. Just insane card. Absolutely would be my first pick. Wouldn't even think twice about it. Just fantastic card. Easy peasy. Okay, our next Colossal Warfare pack opening. All right, so we have Indomitable Dynasty SS Son Goku. Seasoning Arrow, it's a weird name for that. Bardock, Heroic Encounter Trunks, Intrepid Dynasty Son Gohan, Dark Absorption Mira, Baby Vigilance Unleashed, Dark Vessel Tamarine, minus Killy Zone, City Patrol Saiyan Man 2, Genie here to support, and our 5-drop Goku. Now, again, this is another kind of weird pack where we don't see a lot of stuff here that's extremely powerful. You know, we don't see, you know, the big bomb or a really good removal card. So what I would do here is I would just kind of evaluate the pack a little bit. We see some swap cards here. We see 2 swap cards here, plus a Yellow Leader here that's pretty good. What I would do is I would just take this. I would take the Abrupt Breakthrough Son Goku. He has barrier, 27k attack, a pretty decent auto ability, lets you kind of cheat him out. But what's really cool about this card is it is a part of the swap archetype. Now remember, don't get too invested in the archetypes in this draft. I think that is a trap, but we do see a couple pieces of swap right here, and it's really important to realize that this card, just if you play it on 5, is very good. So this is kind of like a bombing card that's very good on 5, but also gives us the ability you know, we have pieces of swap, so it's not going to be dead, if that makes sense. So that will be my pick out of that card. Again, this is kind of a weird pack. Not too many good cards out of here. I think that card is essentially the best. Keep in mind, though, we do have some good swap cards in here. Also, the Bardock might not be a bad take either if you just really want to force that swap archetype, but I just can't imagine that being the card I'd want to take. All right, so Colossal Warfare. A couple more packs to go here in Colossal Warfare. We'll move on to World Martial Arts Tournament. So we have Val Revenge, Special Beam Cannon, Multi-Mech Bulma, Power Barrier Piccolo, Intrepid Dynasty Son Gohan, Toki Time Creator, Sneak Attack Vegeta, Frigid Blast Putine, Sacrifice, Dependable Mom Bulma. We have Oaf's Power Trunks, and a freaking sick SCR Beyond Darkness Demegra, which is freaking insane. Look at this thing. It is freaking awesome. Looks so freaking cool. 10 cost, Ultimate Dark Overwhelm 7/5 Triple Strike. When this card attacks, your opponent reveals their hand, choose up to 4 battle cards from it, and combo with them. And your combo arrow, freaking insane, guys. Here it is. So as a first pick, this card is just so hard to play out. 10 energy is insane, and our Dark Overwhelm 7 for 5, though, I think we could actually pull that off. I think we could actually get enough black cards to pull this off, and I think this actually would make us win. So this would be the card I would take. Just value-wise in general, this would be the best card to take, but if we're taking the best card in the pack, I actually think, since this is technically our first pick in a draft, I think this is the card I would take. I think we can build a deck around this card, get enough of these black cards out to where we can make this effect happen. I think we just win the game off this card. I actually think this would be the card I would take. However, I think if I wouldn't take this card, the next best card in this pack, I think, is Sneak Attack Vegeta. It's just a very good aggressive card, plus its removal, which I really like. The only problem with this card, though, is it does kind of lock you into blue since it's 2 blue, but it's not impossible. But holy crap, guys, this is insane. Freaking awesome pick, freaking awesome opening. Just is freaking awesome. This is so cool. Holy crap, that's insane. I think it's my first, actually, yeah, that's my first ever SCR that I've ever opened. In any Dragon Ball box or anything. That is freaking awesome, guys. Check that out. That's just so cool. Thank you, PPG. You're freaking awesome. Thank you for that PPG luck. So you heard it here first. If you buy a draft box from PPG, you're guaranteed to get a secret rare from it. So just know that. It's going to happen. If it doesn't, just message George Machado and tell him you want your money back. All right. So you have Plucky Dynasty Pan. We have Extra Strike SS Son Goten, Invasive Power Mirror, Hidden Darkness Tapion, Power of Friendship Pan, Planet Namek, Unbroken Dynasty Son Goku, Genie here to support, Raging Energy Blast Gotenks, Jark Rejuvenator Toa, Dark Vessel Tambourine, and a leader as our rare. So we have a couple of choices here. We have a bunch of kind of enabling cards, and so what we're going to have to do is just have to try to figure out what enable which way do we want to go. So we're going to take the Tambourine. No. So here we have the Planet Namek field card, which is pretty cool. We can take this and kind of go towards the Namekians. However, we see no more Namekians in this pack, so again, we're hoping that we would get some Namekians, which I don't like that. There's not a lot of Namekians in this set. It's only in green, and they're not particularly amazing on their own. So the card I think I would take out of here, and there's a lot of really good cards here, but as far as time goes, I would take the Plucky Dynasty Pan. It's a super combo. Plus, we see another swap card in here as well, so we know that the swap archetype is possible to be open. Again, there's a bunch of other takes. You can take the Raging Energy Blast Gotenks here, which I like very well as well. Or you can take some of the Overwhelm cards if you just want to do that. But I would take the Pluck Dynasty Pan, get my super combo, and see if I can get into that swap mechanic. Again, guys, I talked about it in my video. Remember, yellow in itself is pretty weak as far as bombs and stuff goes. So a lot of people aren't going to be first picking yellow. And so if you can first pick yellow, or get some good yellow cards early, it's very possible to build a very strong swap deck, or even just a really good a yellow-based deck. So keep that in mind. First picking yellow can be good in the draft. Okay, next pack we have Gravy, Lightning's Might, Dark Kamehameha, Instant Transmission, Toki Time Creator, Popo Guardian's Aid, Harudigan the Wanderer, Daily Trading Vegeta, Hidden Darkness Minosha, Charging Up Sun Goten, Carrying Mother Videl, Special Beam Cannon, and Dark Control Demon God Megra. So remember, we're going to go through our thing here. Bomb, we don't really have a bomb. Removal, don't really see a whole lot of removal in here. I don't really see anything that I think is essentially consistent removal, something that I can guarantee that we're going to remove. So my pick here actually, which may be pretty frustrating since this is kind of the second lackluster card, I think, kind of in a row, is Carrying Mother Videl. I just really like this card in draft. It's a very efficient card. It's one of the best efficient cards, especially in yellow. It's easily splashable. Again, yellow I think is the most splashable color in draft. So this doesn't lock me into anything. I pick this up and I can take the next best card in the next pass around. And if I have to stay yellow, there's plenty of cards in here that I might want to take that can keep me in yellow. Instant Transmission being another one that's pretty good if we can get access to the right leader. I like this card a lot. Very, very splashable card. Very powerful card. As far as the game goes. Actually, take that there. Put these here. 2 more packs, guys. Actually, that is our last pack. That was the last packs of World Martial Arts. This is our last Colossal Warfare pack. We have Namekian Duo Purina, Digging Deep Vegeta. This pack's already insane. Phantom Flame Cannon, Gravy into Mega's Thrall, Baby Vengeance Unleashed, Legendary Flute, Head Honcho Metamacha, Daily Trading Vegeta, another Carrying Mother Videl, Ectoplasm, Lord Slug, and freaking Bardock. Holy crap, this pack's insane. Okay, well this is really tough. Because there's a lot of really good cards in here. Obviously, I'm just going to put the 3 cards here that I think it's a choice between. Chances are we'll take that Bardock because it's just defaultly good, but I want to talk about some of your other options here as well. So we have this. Actually, these Colossal Warfare packs have been insane. We got the Secret Rare, we got Bardock, we got Triple Flash. Thank you, PPG. You're amazing. Oh my god, this is just amazing opening, actually. So we have Bardock, which I think is the pick, but we're going to talk about these two as well. Namekian Duo Pina is really, really good. Unfortunately, it requires you to have other Namekians to make it fantastic. This card is just really, really good. It has the fact to give you critical. You can draw another card off of it. It can go up to 20,000. Just a fantastic card. But again, you have to have a Namekian. So I think it's going to be always going to be down to these 2 cards. Dignity Vegeta, just a fantastic card in general. It allows you to awaken, and it's a very aggressive card. But I think the pick is going to have to be the Bardock because this card is just defaultly good. It's the best 1-drop out of the whole draft formats. It helps you awaken. It's efficient. It's aggressive. It just does everything we want to do. So unfortunately, the Bardock's going to be the pick, though I do think Dignity Vegeta is very, very good in the pack as well. All right, so let's take a look at all of our first picks here that we did. I'll just quickly throw it out before we get into the World Martial Arts. We took Bardock, Carrying Mother, the freaking Secret Rare, Abrupt Son Goku, Dragon Fist, Triple Flash, Untapped Power, Nell, Absolute Strike, SS3 Trunks, and Tetsu Power Trunks. Those are all of our picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I missed a couple here because there's 12 packs, but that's my bad. But there's our first picks out of our packs, so you guys can see them. Thank you. That was insane pack of cards there. Okay, so we're going to go into our World Martial Arts Tournament. The video is already about 30 minutes long, so I'm going to try to quickly get through these. Here's our World Martial Arts Tournament packs. Insane. Also, guys, don't forget, let me know some stuff we can do to improve the channel, and you can win this set of our Volume 4 promo pack. All right, World Martial Arts Tournament. Here we go, boys. And we start out with our Goku. Sorry, trying to put that there. Shocking Latent Ability, Trusting Relationship Kami, Future Martial Artist Son Goku, Razor's Edge Yakon, Awkward Situation Odo Koskai, I always mess up his name, Pew Pew, Magician's Lackey, Feet Kamehameha, Speed Attack Piccolo Jr., Risky Rafan, and then we have Awakening Talent Pan, and our tiny Rivals Trunks. Now, this is actually a pretty cool pack. We talked a lot about this in the draft video. Shocking latent ability and a fantastic card. However, we don't have Oob, so we don't want to take this card yet. So that's going to get rid of this. So I think it's going to be down to these two cards. Now, I want to talk a little bit about these two cards really, really quick. Again, I'm going to quickly do this because we are running a little out of time here. I don't want this video to be an hour long like all my box openings because I just talk nonstop for no reason. Okay, so it's between these two cards. I actually love the Tiny Rivals package. They're actually uncommon, so they're very likely for you to get them in a draft. And they're just very, very powerful. They're like an Oob and Goku that are actually, you can actually possibly get them. But out of this pack, I'm pretty confident I would take the Awakening Talent Pan. It's just a splashable, aggressive card, and it gives us a way to awaken. Just a fantastic card. I mean, we took the Intensifying Power Trunks. It's the same reason. Same reason why the Gohans, the Trunks, they're all the same thing. And they're very, very, very powerful. Okay. Though I do like taking the little Trunks and trying to get lucky. Very splashable, too. Only one red required, which is just very easy to do. Okay. So here we have Hercule, our Hercule leader. Stenchful Bacterian, Oob, Heroic Sun Gohan, I'm sorry, Awkward Situation, Odotoskai, Ginormous Strength Girin, Tainted Power Spochevach and Yamu, Heroic Duo Videl, Risky Rafan, Pew Pew Magician's Lackey. We have Dark Duo Babidi and Fateful Reunion Son Goku. Out of this pack, honestly, what I would take, and it might seem a little weird, is I would take the Oob. I would take the Oob almost immediately. I think Oob is a great leader for drafts and also turns on the ability for us to take the latent energy that we just talked about. And I think he's just a great leader. Now, I actually think Hercule's a pretty good leader too, but he just requires, I think, just too much setup for a draft. You're not guaranteed to get all the stuff you need to make this card playable, but I do think Oob is just fantastic. Blue's a powerful color in both Colossal Warfare and World Martial Arts, and this guy is just a fantastic leader card for a draft. Sorry again, guys, for me just like hacking. I really, really apologize. Not doing it as much as I thought I would, but I still apologize. It's super unprofessional, I'm sorry. All right, so here we have Tiny Rivals Goten. So we got the combo. We already got the combo. We got Trunks before. There's the Goten, Master Roshi Marshall, Mr. Announcer, Heroic Duo Son Gohan, Awkward Situation Trunks, Tainted Power Spochevach and Yamu, Future Martial Arts Son Gohan, I'm the World Champion, Scuffle Time Mr. Boo, Toughen Up Chiatsu. We have our Supreme Showdown Son Goku and Wild Tiger the opposing. So I would take the Supreme Showdown Son Goku. That's the bomb for the pack. Now, keep in mind, for this effect to work, his actual ability, you have to have a World Martial Arts Tournament leader, but we don't care about that. If this works, fantastic. That's great. But he's just a 5-cost, 25k triple striker. And that's how you end games in draft. Regardless of anything else, this card's just fantastic because of that. And so we're taking it because it is the best bomb in the pack. It's also red, which is a powerful color combination in this draft in general. A lot of good red cards. So yeah, just a great bomb. Also, Tiny Rivals is really good. I'm telling you guys, Tiny Rivals is going to be like the little sneak peeks there. If you can grab those up during the drafts, I'm telling you, those guys are going to take over the game. Very splashable too, which is what I love about them. You're not locked into red if you pick them. Jackie Chun leader, Begrudging Respect Piccolo, Hone Moves Yamcha, Best Buddy Chiatsu, Dark Duo Dabura, Scuffle Time Son Goten, Razor's Edge Yakon, Vegeta Power Misused, Pew Pew, Trading Blows Son Goku, such a cool card, Dark Duo Babidi, and we have Double Impact Krillin. So here was a pretty difficult decision, right? We have a lot of stuff here that just isn't very good. And I feel like this is going to happen a lot with the World Martial Arts packs. You're going to have some of these cards here that just aren't the best, right? They require other cards to be good, or they require, you to have a World Martial Arts leader. So what you could do here is you could take the leader if you want to. You could take Jackie Chan, but the card I like the best out of this pack is either the Super Combo. Again, this requires you to have a World Martial Arts leader, though, which is something I don't like about this, or Honed Moves Yamcha. Now, this is a 15k critical. It says when you play this card, you may choose one card from your life, add it to your hand. If you do so, your opponent chooses one card from their hand and places it in their drop area. To me, this would be my first pick. I like this card because it's a 3-cost 15k critical, but it also helps you awaken, which is cool, and it's very efficient by making your opponent have to discard a card, which can be pretty good in draft as well. So I would take Mr. Yamcha. The big downside with this card, and why I don't like it a whole bunch, is that it does take 2 green, which kind of locks you into green when you take this, but I just think it's the best card in the pack for draft. Our next World Martial Arts Tournaments pack is opened. We have Begrudge and Respect Vegeta, another Hercule, Mercenary Tau, Trading Moves, Toughened Up Krillin, Tainted Power, Scovitch and Yamu, Scuffle Time Son Goten, Mighty Mask Powers Combined, Wild Tiger the Opposing, Trusting Relationship Popo, Dark Duo Bobbity, Announcer Ever Curious, and we have a Goku. Now, this is the problem, and I talked about this a little bit in my draft video here. You could take the Goku, and as a first pick, I think it's not that bad. Obviously, it's just a 3-drop double strike for 15k. I think that's fine, but you have to be very careful with this card because this card is very, very powerful, right? Obviously, this card with Oob is probably the best combo in draft, right? Just so powerful. The problem with this, though, is if you don't get the other one, if you don't get Oob, this card is much worse. So keep that in mind. I think as a first pick, this is fine. I would definitely take this as first pick, I think. I don't see anything else in this pack that's extremely good. I do like the Mighty Mask super combo, though. It's very similar to Hoi, except that you have to build your deck a lot more around it, which is a lot harder in draft. But I do like this card a lot, and this would be my first pick. But just keep in mind that you have to be very careful and not get into that weird trap where you're like, oh, I'm going to take Goku, and I'm going to build this awesome blue deck with Goku and Oob, and you just keep drafting blue cards hoping that you open Oob, and you just never do. And then you end up with a 3-drop that's just, a 15k double striker, which is good, but nowhere near as good as if you have Oob. Okay, so we have Announcer, Play-by-Play Pro, Shocking Latent Ability, Honed Moves Yamcha, Bobbity Spaceship, Awkward Situation Trunks, Dark Duo Dabura, Martial Darter Chi-Chi, Trading Blows Son Goku, Toughened Up Chiatsu, Scuffle Time Mr. Boo, Risky Rifan, and we have our Unyielding Victory Jackie Chun, Blocker Barrier at the end of your turn, choose one Unyielding Victory Son Goku in your battle area, and KO it. If you switch them to, KO it. If you KO'd it, choose this card in one of your energy and switch them to active mode. Now here's our setup here. We have a couple pretty cool cards in here, but the card I would take here, there's 2 cards I would take just off of these, and the card that I think I would take, sorry, I'm just trying to get these guys out of here so we can talk about these 2 cards. These are the 2 cards I think you could choose between. Awkward Situation Trunks, just a great 2-drop, by the way. Just 2-drop, 15k, good attacker, has an upside if you can get Otosaku, which you can usually get. Very good card, but I would take this, our 4-cost 20k Blocker Barrier, just a great card. It has, an auto that's very important if you have the other side of this, if you have the Unyielding Victory Son Goku, but just a 20k, for 4 20k Blocker Barrier is just really good. It can be aggressive, it's just a great defensive tool, which is not very many of in draft, and I would take this absolutely as my first pick. Also, again, like we talked about, first picking yellow can be pretty good because I don't think very many people are going to be first picking yellow. I think there's just not enough bombs and good removal in yellow for people to be first picking it. So I really expect yellow to be open a lot if you can get a good first pick off of your pack. I wouldn't force yellow, but I think it's pretty good. Tiny Rivals Trunks, Awkward Situation Ototoskai. So there's our second piece of that combo if we wanted to get that from the last pack. 3 costs. Talent Power, Spishwish Yamu, Bobbity Spaceship, Heroic Duo Videl, Risque Rifan, Poo Poo Magic Slacky, Dark Duo Bobbity, and we have the Oob. So we actually did open the combo, which is pretty cool. So again, I like Oob better than Goku because Oob is a critical attacker. So he's just 3 costs, critical, 15k. I like that a lot. So again, our pick here would definitely be Oob, though we did get a foil Jackie Chun, right? Yeah, so we did get a foil Jackie Chun. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it would be Oob or Tiny Rivals or Otosaku. So those would be my 3 picks for the pack. In my opinion, Oob just takes it. I like him a lot better in the combo just because he's a 3-cost 15k. I like that a lot. I mean, 3-cost 15k critical, sorry. Like he's gonna, oops, drop my pack. He's gonna put pressure on your opponent, and that's what you want to do in drafts. So very, very good. And you have the upside again. But don't let Oob keep you in blue. If you pick him first and you don't get any more blue cards, switch. Do not stay in a color. Do not force a color in this draft. Here's Hidden Power East Supreme Kai, by the way. This card is a fantastic card. It gives, double strike. It's very, very, very good. Scuffle Time, Sun Goten, Razor's Edge, Yakon, Trusting Relationship, Popo, I'm the World Champion, Trading Blow, Son Goku. We have Wild Tiger opposing, and Unyielding Victory, Son Goku, which is what the last card talked about. Barrier, 15k, activate once per turn. Choose one Unyielding Victory Jackie Chun in your battle area and switch it to rest mode. If your leader card is a yellow World Tournament, duration of the turn, this card gains plus 5,000 power, double strike, and triple attack. Freaking sick, but it requires another card to be effective. So out of this pack, the 2 picks I would take is I think there's 3 picks. You could take this. There's probably actually 4 picks. I keep going up. Well, I'll say there's 5. Unyielding Victory, Son Goku. You could take this in preparation for the combo. Though keep in mind the Jackie Chun that we need to do this is a super rare. So it's very unlikely that this is ever going to happen. So just keep that in mind. So you could take that if you wanted. A 3-cost barrier 15k just doesn't seem that good for me though. So I would not take this. Your other picks here are Oob, which we talked about. I think he's just a great leader. Trunks, because again, you're very likely to get the other part of this combo. But the pick I would take would be Hidden Power East Supreme Kai. And the reason why I would take this is because he is... you when you combo up this card, choose up to 1 of your attacking cards, it gains double strike. So this is like Champa. It's very good with World Tournament leaders. It's just good in general in draft, right? You can get anything you want double strike, which is great. It's a good defensive tool in a pinch, but it's one of the best splashable cards in the entire draft. I would take as many of these as I could get. It allows you to close out the game when people won't expect, but more importantly, it keeps you open. You're not locked into red because you have this card. I picked this card. It's a fantastic card, and no matter what deck I end up with, this card will be good in it, right? This card will make the deck, and that's what you really want out of your first picks, right? You want to stay as open as possible while still picking really good cards. Okay, let's go into our next pack. Got a couple more packs to go, guys. Tino Rivals Trunks, Stopping Power Son Goku, Ginormous Strength Giran, Martial Daughter Chi-Chi, Mighty Mask, Powers Combined, Awkward Situation Odoto Sky, Top of His Game Son Gohan, Heroic Duo Videl, Feet Kamiha, Trusting Relationship Popo, Tainted Power Svojic and Yamu, and Secret Treaty Hercule. Permanent, you can combo with this card from your battle area even if it's in rest mode. Choose this card in 1 World Tournament in your battle area and switch to the rest mode, draw 1 card. Pretty cool, but the card I would take out of here, again, not the most interesting card. It would be Videl. I like this card a lot, very efficient. Also, it's very splashable. It's in red. It's a World Tournament card. Just this card does a lot for you. Again, it's a good defensive card, but more importantly, it keeps you open, which is what we want, right? We can pick this card. It's very easy to splash, but it's also very good in a lot of different situations. Okay, we got 3 more packs. So we're not doing 2 bound time, I suppose. All right, so Announcer, Referee, Veteran, Begrudging Respect Piccolo, Stenchful Bacterian, Best Buddy Chiatsu, Mighty Mask, Powers Combined, Toughen Up Krillin, Future Artist Son Goku, Toughen Up Chiatsu, Speed Attack Piccolo, Feet Kamehameha, Announcer Ever Curious, and Double Chop Nom. So really quick, I would just immediately take Double Chop Nom. I love this card a lot. I think it's one of the best removal cards in the game, but only if you get it early enough to build your deck around it, right? This requires you to have a yellow World's Martial Arts Tournament, which is only Jackie Chun. But getting it early like this, we have the ability to actually get that guard, right? We have the ability to get that leader. We could, hope that we get him. This also, if it does pay off, which is very likely to do as our first pick, it's just insane. 3-cost 50k attacker with a dual attack. And auto once per turn. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. Just a fantastic card. It would absolutely be my first pick. I think I could build a deck around it. I think I can get that Jackie Chun. Maybe not, and the card's just dead. But I'm willing to take that risk. I think the upside is big enough to warrant it. All right, so we have Master Shin, Tien Shinhan, Trading Moves, Hidden Power, Supreme Kai, Bobbity Spaceship, Toughen Up Krillin, Trusting Relationship Kami, Dark Duo Deborah, Announcer Ever Curious, Scuffle Time Mr. Boo, Vegeta Power Misused, Top of His Game Son Gohan, and Supreme Showdown Vegeta. So again, pretty easy pick for me. I will be taking the Supreme Showdown Vegeta. Again, the big reason why, just like Goku, a 5-cost 25k triple striker is fantastic for me. Again, kind of locks me in red, don't care. 25k triple striker for 5, absolutely playable. And it has the upside if I get Goku to be just absurdly overpowered and just fantastic for the draft. But again, this is the piece to get though, right? So Vegeta is very good and allows you to put Goku in for free. Obviously you need both for it to be good, but you know, Vegeta is just yeah, cooler than Goku, just straight up. Okay. And our last pack, boys. Here we go. Tien Shinhan, Tiny Rival Son Goten, Martial Daughter Chi-Chi, Heroic Duo Son Gohan, Best Buddy Chiatsu, Ginormous Strength Kirin, I'm the World Champion, Top of His Game Son Gohan, Heroic Duo Videl, Speed Attack Piccolo Jr., we have the Foil Gohan, and an 18. Again, guys, not a super exciting pack, which you're going to see a lot of in the World Martial Arts packs. But again, my favorite pick out of here would be, again, this is a Heroic Duo Videl. Again, not super exciting. Actually, as my first pick, I might actually go for the Tiny Rival Son Goten. I just actually think it's so likely to get both of them out of this because I don't think anyone's going to be snatching these up. That these two together are just insane. Plus a 3-drop 15k barrier isn't the worst thing I've ever seen. I do like Videl a lot too, so I think it's between these two cards. I might be greedy and go for Goten and just try to get Trunks and make that super powerful combo. But I wouldn't fault you for taking Videl either. Plus, both these cards keep you very open as well, so you're not locked in the red because of it. Okay, guys, so that's it for our box opening. I hope you guys really enjoyed this draft box 3 opening. Again, brought to you completely by PBG. Just a fantastic guys. Please go check them out. I have all their information in the description for you guys to go check them out. Also, guys, don't forget to, if you haven't already, go sign up for their regional event coming up on the 27th of October. Just going to be a fantastic event in Orlando. And then the day after, on Sunday, is going to be Super Sunday, which is going to be insane, guys. It's going to be so much fun. It's a $2,000 cash tournament, which is just absurd. So please, if you can, make it there. Support them as best you can, because I'm telling you guys, $2,000 cash tournament is just insane. And the more we support them, the more likely they continue to do them, which is going to be great for our game. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, don't forget, in the description below, let me know what improvements I can make to the channel, how I can make the channel better for you guys, what stuff you would like to see, whatever you want to talk about. Just let me know how I can make the channel better for your chance to win the promo pack out of this draft box. Guys, love you. Thank you so much for your love and support, and we'll see you next time.